came up now was that it feels like in your sitting and watching the movie analogy there, it feels like I somehow still am looking for the couch. I have nowhere to sit, it feels like sometimes, to watch the movie. It's just I'm in the movie looking for the couch to get up and sit.
It might be, but when that happens, then simply ask yourself, am I aware? Or am I present? And that pulls you out of the story. You can't just ask yourself that question and be in the story at the same time. And the more and more you do it, the more you stand as the truth of who you are. The more you are there knowingly, and no thought or a strong feeling will have the power to pull you into the story. And for that, I really recommend meditation. Yes, on the direct path, I do recommend meditation. With the only suggestion is to take meditation not as an activity to stop the mind or to think less, or to try to have only positive thoughts and less negative thoughts. The only thing that I mean by meditation on the direct path is to stand as awareness. Why? Because we get more and more familiar with this experience, if we can call it an experience, of being aware. We all have the right intellectual understanding. And teachers on the direct path do a fantastic job to explain, to put into words something that is very, very hard to do so. But and it's fascinating and it's liberating at the same time. But we also need the experience. It's not enough to know and to remind ourselves that we are awareness and everything happens in me, or thoughts and feelings in people and situations. We need the experience. That experience is simply to be aware and present. And I do that every day. I sit every day, not to stop my mind, but to be aware of everything that happens around me. Things are simple. If we don't do anything, then nothing changes. It's as simple as that. We can believe all we want that we are awareness and have the most perfect intellectual understanding if we don't have the experiential one. In fact, just having the intellectual understanding is worse. Because we only tell ourselves another story, an enlightened story about who we are and how things are experienced and so on and so forth. And it's fascinating and liberating at the moment we hear the teaching or read the teachings, or we're having a conversation with somebody. At that moment we stand as the truth of who we are. But as soon as we leave that conversation or book or YouTube clip, what do? We go back to our everyday lives, maybe repeating the same patterns, and we have the same habit of taking ourselves to be the person, the thinker, and not the one that experiences the thoughts or knows the thoughts. So for that, I really encourage an experiential understanding And I dare to say, and now I'm speaking to the separate self of each one of us, cultivate that understanding, that experiential understanding. Of course, awareness doesn't need to cultivate anything. Awareness is already aware, and it's equally the same in all of us. It is all of us. So get more and more familiar with that experience, and then thoughts no longer have to have the same power over you, and you no longer need to find the couch in the story.